dog's back there.
Welcome to the TCG Show podcast, where I broke my number one rule, where I am late. Again, we had some technical difficulties, and now it feels like I'm not even on camera. I had to move some stuff, and now my microphone is a little weird.
We're live.
How are you? We're live. Death Metal Charizard is driving somewhere. Where are you going?
I'm driving back home from Albany.
How'd it go in Albany? What'd you go out there for?
Damn, I gotta say it, but I'm like an Umbreon VMAX alternate art fiend.
Yes.
So, I picked up another one I thought was gonna get a PSA 10 today.
Is it after seeing it in real life? Is that what it is, you think?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh, good.
I've gotten nine. I've sent in about 9 of them, and all of them have gotten 10s.
Wow. So you've got the eye.
I guess so, for that card at least.
What? This is the Moonbreon, or which one is this?
Yeah, that one.
So what's the ultra? I don't know. I'm not a Pokemon guy. I don't know. I mean, if you told me the Moonbreon, I'd know what that was, but I don't know what the VMAX alternate art.
The damn Moonbreon.
Oh, okay. You usually call it a moon kitty, because I'm like, what is it? I'm like, I don't know.
Oh yeah, some people call it Moonbreon, some people call it Moon Kitty.
Yeah. So what have you been up to since the last time we talked?
Oh, okay. I don't know. I went on tour a few times, and then I've done a bunch of card shows, and then now we're booking a card show.
Let's go.
TCG. You can do this way. You can go.
That's what I did. I was like, all right. No, it's not going to work. So I was like, I don't.
Cell phone ringing.
Yeah. When Rob and I were out earlier, and I was like, Jesse, Death Metal Charizard is going to be on the show. And he was like, and Rob was like, no. And then he was like, I was like, oh, wait, that's a new way of doing it. I was like, I guess I could. I was like, yeah, I was like, I can't roll my R's. He can't. I was like, but Jesse could do it. So hopefully he'll be doing it for the show.
I'm like,
it's
the whole time.
Just can't. So this Sunday in Lee, Massachusetts, we're going to be doing our very first card show together, and I'm very excited. It's going to be a different kind of venue at an outlet mall. So what made you think that an outlet mall or this setting was going to be a good spot for a show?
Because it's right off the highway, the Mass Turnpike. So that was it. You're like,
all right, let's find a place.
It's 20 minutes. It's 20 minutes from me, and it's like 30 to 40 minutes from Albany, like 25, 30 minutes from Springfield, like 30 minutes from Connecticut, like not that far from Vermont. It's just like kind of regionally, it's in the middle. It's in the middle of somewhere.
Yeah.
Because it's in the mountains. It's like green and lush, kind of like this.
Yeah. Where are you now? Are you in Albany, or you were in Massachusetts, or what?
Yeah, I just drove into Massachusetts from New York. So it's pretty much on the New York border. Sweet.
So is this something that you have to do a lot when you're out in that area? Because there's not really a lot of card shows or card like stores. So you're just like driving all over the place, meeting people from the internet, or how do you usually acquire cards when you're out there?
Just card shows now. I just go to Jersey, DC shows. And any card shows I can get in the regional area. You around? Yeah. Oh, I have crappy internet. It'd be like that sometimes.
Yeah.
In the mountains of the Berkshires. Look.
So is that a dog? Oh my God.
Was that my internet? No, because that.
So,
hate them.
so that's exciting. So we've over, it's 60, so there's over 60. Can you hear me or you can't hear me? Hello? Did I lose you? I think we might be having some technical difficulties. Do you see me or do you hear me?
Right. Sorry, refresh it.
Might be, I may have lost you.
Refresh.
Well, I'll talk about the show a little bit. Oh, there I am. You can see me?
Yeah. What happened?
Welcome to the Berkshire County. And give him 2 minutes, it'll clear. So Potato Poles TCG. Are you familiar with this person?
Oh, yeah. He's in Pittsfield.
Oh, cool. So Potato Poles, they're going to be doing our show. I'm very excited. They were on our live stream earlier this week, and I was on with Shadow Strike. So
sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. There you go. Outreach. Freaking,
yeah, I mean, like
those guys come to our. I see them at Albany card shows.
Oh, Potato Poles?
So I met them. Yeah, they're like in Albany, but they're like, "Whoa, we're also from Pittsfield." So I've done a couple trades with them. I bought a lot from them.
Oh, bless you. Yeah, I'm really excited. Oh, Jesus. What's happening? There's nothing like I'm excited to get started with an out-of-state show and something in the Berkshires, something that's there's nothing in the area. I think that the first shows are always a little challenging, especially because no one knows like what to expect, especially if it's a new show in the area. But we're running really heavy ads, so hopefully there's going to be some local people and the Facebook traction. And I hear Katarina's mom is promoting us hard, so really excited over that. Is she going to be able to make it to the show?
Yeah, she wants to help.
Oh, Katarina's mom?
Yeah.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, it's doable. Yeah, it's pretty. It's shaping up to be for a pretty wholesome time.
Yeah, for sure. Any local show is always like a wholesome time. It's really nice to see families get together, and it being at this outlet mall, I'm excited to see what else there is over there. Maybe we'll do a little shopping.
Oh yeah. There's like I don't know, Ray-Ban out there.
Oh.
I think a Nike store or something, or
no. Well, we're the Nike store.
It's not a Gap store there either. What's that?
Oh, okay. Get some jeans while I'm over there.
There's like a polo store, like a Banana Republic. I don't know.
All right, we're fancy.
It's just close by, and I think there's like a Gap over here. With that, we kind of closed the gap.
Yeah. So are there any card shows that are in your, there's a PacSun, Potato Poles is telling us. So are there any card shows in your area, or you have to drive out kind of far?
I think there's one in a sports card shop in town, but it's very like small and maybe just like a few vendors in there, but it's more of like a pop-up shop that they have going on than like a card show. But that's just what I heard. I haven't been in there yet. But aside from that, we're the only Pokemon centered, or just Pokemon and TCG centered card show in the area.
Yeah. I would say 100% of the vendors that are coming are going to be Pokemon. Unless someone, I don't.
Pokemon gang.
I think it'll be cool. I hope that there's like some people who come off the street that don't realize that they were going to be coming to a card show that just kind of wander in and check it out, and then they get interested in it. That's what my hope is.
I think there are actually, from what I'm hearing, there's some heavy hitters that live in town that just are collectors. So this area is like known for that. Just being like a haven for collectors. So that's what I'm expecting to see. Like, I'm also expecting to see like random collections that, they're not. It's just people that don't have access to driving super far, or they just don't think about that kind of thing. So
hopefully they've heard about us and they're going to be coming with their big collections because a lot of the vendors are going to be buying too. There's a lot of people that are coming to the show that really want to buy a lot, like streamers and everything like that. And being that it's untapped, hopefully there's some people that would want to unload some of their stuff.
There's people trying to pay up to 90% for things. So I'm like, wow.
So good thing you're hitting them first with that 66%. No, well, I mean, they're going to see you first, right? That's the whole plan. They see you and they say, I'm going to do a lap.
All the vendors offer 66% now. You know.
What do you have going on after our show this weekend?
After, like, we got your show.
Oh. Liquid Games. You guys are doing Liquid Games?
Liquid Games on June 7th, I believe.
Yep.
That's going to be crazy.
Yeah, it's going to be a big show.
Crazy. The last one I did of theirs was awesome. God damn. Yeah. Really good deals. People buying a lot, actually. And really, that's it. I like places where they buy a lot. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So, yeah, AJ, yours on June 14th. I got Best Flipping on June 22nd.
Wow. So you're pretty full for June. And then when do you go back on tour?
Then I have Upstate New York. It's like a new one up there. It's like I forgot what they call themselves, the Upstate New York Card Con or something like that. I don't think that's it, actually. Hold on.
You're gonna check it? Check the Instagram?
It's not super. There you go. It's UNY TCG show.
The NY TCG show?
UNY NTC show. I can't even say it. UNY I can't even say it, damn it. UNY TCG. Jesus.
What is UNY?
It's Upstate New York.
Oh.
So
okay.
It's actually Gomez and Poke Shiny Mart and Card Shack.
Oh.
The guys that are up at the front with me.
Yeah.
It's their card show.
Yeah, Gomez, I think he changed one of his card shows, or he was going to do a card show the same weekend as one of mine.
Oh,
and
he
moved it because he wanted to do ours.
They moved it so they can have the cake and eat it too.
Yeah, I mean, like it's been worth it for them to come down. I'm really excited that we've been able to get some new vendors up from out of state just to check us out and spread the word.
Great. People know they have to like travel if they want to make any like real movement.
Yeah, I mean, like I'm curious to see what the spending habits of people in the Berkshires are, because part of the reason why I haven't really expanded out in New Jersey is because I don't really know what people's spending habits are, and the shows that we have so frequently, people come and they know, like, okay, I'm going to come and I'm going to spend some money, and so when they go to their very first show, they might not know, like, hey, this is what I have to spend, or this is what I want to spend, or this is what things cost out in Pokemon land.
I think the stuff sells out pretty quick over here.
Oh, really?
At least where I'm at in Pittsfield.
Uh-huh.
And there's actually a card shop in town that people always sleep on. I don't understand it. But most people think they can only get stuff at GameStop.
Oh, yeah.
So,
well, do they sell things at Market, or do they sell things for
they're
MSRP?
They're selling stuff. They're marking it up right now for this next drop.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I don't know. I'm seeing like Obsidian Flames ETBs over there at like TCG prices. So it's no real difference from like a card show.
Yeah, but they have it. I mean, it's shocking that they even have Obsidian Flames ETBs. I haven't seen one of those in a card shop in a long time.
Yeah, I thought that was strange too. I was like, whoa, that's cool. Yeah. So they get it. I don't know. They drop that stuff randomly.
Yeah, have you picked up any? I saw you got Destin Rivals today. Would you buy out? What was it, a gas station?
Shit, Cumbies.
What is that? What's Cumbies? Oh, Cumberland Farms. Oh,
Yeah, I went
that's
in
not
there.
something we don't have that in these parts.
I was gonna buy. What did I go in there for? I went in there for an empanada. They didn't have any, and then
They didn't have any beer.
but no, but they actually had Destin Rivals there, and I was like, what the hell? And I asked them if there was a lemon. They told me no. And
You're like,
so
how much for the display? You're like,
I said, well, if I buy them all, can I take them to display? And the lady just said, I don't see why not. And that was it. 66 packs.
Nice.
But I just picked up a couple booster boxes of Destin Rivals at this place called Flipside Gaming. And then they sold me more booster packs. I got like another 36. And I got like a booster bundle. I already pulled the Giovanni's Mewtwo, but the gold card. Not the main one, the gold card. And the Misty Psyduck.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, so that's good.
You could just give that to me. I'll take it. You just give it to me.
$90.
That's how much?
I think so. And the other one's like 160 or something like that. That's out of one booster bundle.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know. That's it, though. I mean, I don't know what's going to happen with Destin Rivals.
Well, people are were really excited over it before it came out, and now I think it's a lot like how it was with Journey Together. Everyone was super excited, super hyped, and then they release what the next set is, and then they forget that they wanted it so bad.
Yeah, they heard about the Reshiram Zekrom set.
What'd you say?
They heard about the Reshiram Zekrom set.
Yeah.
Nah, this Destin Rivals is going nuts right now, but people have it.
Yeah.
They're getting it.
Yeah, I guess allocations are better than people originally thought they were going to be.
Yeah, so people are able to get it, and the card store was like Flipside Gaming. They're ready to give me like a case.
Really?
Booster boxes, pretty much, yeah. So get over to Flipside Gaming and get yourself a booster box case real quick. But it's nice. Like they're like $215 there.
A box?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which TCG player has them in like $260.
Oh wow, so that's pretty good.
Yeah, I mean,
will you be selling them this weekend? Do you sell much sealed, or you mostly sell singles and slabs?
I sell sealed. I actually sold all of my majority, like 90% of my singles. I sold them already. So I think I'm just gonna have mostly slabs and sealed at the show on the weekend. But yeah, it is kind of crazy. Literally, someone bought me out of all my singles.
Oh man, like a streamer? Who was it?
I don't know. There's a card store in Canada or something that like, I don't know if it's a card store actually. I don't know what they do with it, but they buy heavy. There's just somebody.
Did they buy it 90%? Where'd they buy it at?
I sold it at like 85%. But it was like 13,000 worth of stuff though.
Oh my God, singles? All that singles?
All of it. And no, there was like 3,000 in slabs.
Wow.
So I got 11,000 out of it.
They just had the cash. They were ready to go.
Yeah, they just sent it to me in PayPal actually. But I sent them lots. I've been selling them lots. There's like several people that I sell to on the Facebook groups, and they buy lots from me. So I'll buy accordingly, and then I'll keep trading up where it all compounds, and I'll have so much stuff where I'm just like, well, time to liquidate.
Yeah.
And that's what I did to have some money for the weekend, pretty much.
Yeah.
For all these shows coming up.
Are you trying to buy more at the show coming up, our show?
Yeah, I want to buy some more cards for sure. Just other stuff that's not like what I've been getting. It's all like people have a bunch of modern cards they can trade with, so I end up just taking a bunch of modern cards and trade, and I end up with a bunch of stuff, and some of the stuff moves, some of it doesn't, so I just liquidate it all. If it sits for, if I hang on to it for more than like a month, I'm gonna liquidate it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't hang on to it for too long. unless it's something that I want to hold, like that I like, I'll hold indefinitely. If not, I'll just liquidate it.
What do you usually have in your case? Like, what percentage of it is usually like slabs versus sealed, or slabs versus
Slabs. Right now
slabs
I
versus
have
singles?
like 45K in slabs. But that's probably what I'll have at the table.
Yeah.
And then sealed. I don't know. I have a lot of sealed. I got like Deaths and Rivals, Journey Together. I got a lot of Prismatic. That's what I'll have at this card show. And then what else? Sheesh, a lot of random booster packs, like hangers and stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I have the sealed stuff for people. I try to have singles too, but I don't know. I think I just wanted to liquidate all the singles that I had. But I still have a bunch of like Prismatics singles and Journey Together singles that I'm trying to do for a master set, pretty much.
Oh, so you're trying to master set Prismatic?
Yeah, 2 of them.
Wait, 2 master sets?
Yeah. I went ham.
What do you just have like duplicates and you were like, oh, okay, I'll hang on to this?
Yeah.
Whoa. What we got?
That's what I picked up at the
for sale sign? What are you selling your house? What's happening?
Oh no. We made signs for the card show, so
oh,
pay attention. Anyways. Hold on. I'm just getting home.
You made it.
Yeah, and I got
this is definitely the most interesting podcast we've done so far. We've seen your entire drive home, and now we get the tour of your house. We get the house tour. We get the hangers.
Oh,
nice.
Little SPC action there.
Sweet. You wait outside of GameStop for that?
No. Found it on tour somewhere.
Oh. Hey, puppy.
Oh my. What else I got in here? I got some more stuff. I don't know. I got the trick or treat packs for the kids that everyone hates.
Oh, sweet.
Oh, God. Yeah, there you go. Oh, yeah, some more Lost Origin.
Oh, wow.
Together. Zamazenta. Oh, yeah, Shining Fates. Oh, yeah. I forgot about this.
What would you say the total value is? Wow. Jeez.
And on all the what?
What would you say your value of all your inventory that you bring to like a single show? What would you say it was?
Oh, sheesh. Let me see. Maybe around 50K, 60K.
So yeah. But the majority of that's slabs, right?
A majority of it's slabs, yep. That's what like 6 of the cards that I have are like half of it. Hey, you there?
I'm here.
Oh, yeah. This is like how I get home. Yeah, but that's a lot. It's not as much as other people though.
Yeah. No, I'm always curious to see what people have because I get a lot of messages from people saying like, I have $50,000 in inventory. I have $20,000 in inventory. I have $10,000 in inventory. And I'm like, like that could mean anything. It could mean that you have 5 slabs in your case. It means that you have, 50 booster boxes. You have 5 booster boxes. It could be anything. If you're like your friend that has that $7,000 Sun and Moon, right? That was Sun and Oh, you bought it off your friend?
No, that's the one I got from CT. CT's Kingdom, I think.
Oh, yeah. Wait, what's the one that your friend has at $7,000?
Oh, the booster box.
Yeah.
The team up booster box.
Team up. That's it. The team up booster box. I mean, like if someone could have like 4 team up booster boxes, and that's it.
He bought that for $500.
Wild. How long has he been sitting on it?
I don't know, like a year-ish, probably a little longer. Yeah, or something like that.
It's a nice ROI if he can unload it.
Imagine if you bought Evolving Skies just last year. People always say, I wish I bought a bunch of booster boxes when they came out. Imagine if you bought them just this time last year.
Yeah.
They're like 450, 500.
I have a friend that bought Evolving Skies ETBs from Costco for $16 when they were on clearance.
Shit.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
Yeah. But I mean, even Costco had the UPCs, the 151 UPCs are $90 shipped. I mean, they were, when those came out, I thought they were expensive, but.
Yeah, little did you know.
Yeah.
Same.
I mean, there was a time that Rob had so many of them, he was opening them up for the packs, and we were trying to give away the, what are they? The playmats. People wouldn't even take the playmats.
Really?
Yeah, because no one wanted it.
That's amazing, because
no one wanted 151 when it first came out. It's wild to me.
What?
No, yeah, I remember the card shop. No one wanted it. It was just sitting there.
That doesn't make any sense.
Well, now it doesn't make any sense.
I mean, I was buying like those Glaceons and like the Sylveons. I was buying those for like $100-something last year.
Oh my God. Yeah. The Glaceons are like over 400 now, I think.
Yeah, exactly.
I can't believe I even know the values of some of these cards. Well, it's just because I work in the shop on Sundays. Shout out RNG Games. I'm in the shop on Sundays, and when I see some of these singles, I'm just like, whoa, this is wild. Like the tag teams are always like amazing to see how much they are. We have some Rayquazas, $895. We have like 4 of these same Rayquazas. I don't remember where they're from.
PSA 10s, the ones that are
no, they're raw.
Oh, the Evolving Skies.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They must be the Evolving Skies. That and the Evolving Skies Glaceons.
Damn.
We've got a couple of those in the case.
Those are good holds right there. I tell you what. I've been trying to get more vintage stuff, but I just can't get my hands on it for some reason. Seems impossible.
Vintage, like how old?
Well, like mid-era stuff. Mostly that. I miss that era of cards, like the Deoxys or like the EX Dragon, all that stuff. I missed it. Holland Phantoms. Didn't get it. Freaking.
What do you have around your neck? You got a Jesus piece?
This?
No, it's a ring.
It's just a ring. It's a little coral.
Oh.
It's like I don't know. I just found it in Europe. I was like, that's sick. I'll take that. That was it. No, I haven't taken it off since then. Married to the game.
Yeah. So what did your case look like when you first started vending?
Not that crazy, but it was pretty good. I had just a slab case that I rented from somewhere. And then that was it. And then I just put like some like a little bit of sealed stuff that I had on the table, and then a binder that I bought in Europe with a bunch of stuff in it. So I bought like a like a $3,000 lot for like $1,000 in Europe.
Nice.
And it was all like evolutions too, which is crazy.
Wow. What made you start wanting to vend? I mean, you've been a touring musician for some time, and then did you see a video, or what made you start wanting to get into vending?
I don't know. I was selling on Whatnot. And then I think I bought like a CGC10 Gold Star Zard from K&M Collectibles. And then they told me about the card shows. And they kind of encouraged me to check it out and like be a part of it, because I told them what they kind of saw like my collection. So they're like, damn, you should be vending at card shows instead of whatnot.
You think it's better to do business at the card shows than it is on Whatnot? Or
Well,
did
I
you
was
do better?
surprised. I was like, damn, you do this for a living? He's like, yeah, I just go to card shows and sell on Facebook. And I was like, huh. And that's all I've been doing is selling on Facebook and doing the card shows. Because you only PayPal takes 3%.
Mm.
And there's like a large community in the Facebook groups. So like, and you can cross post on the Facebook group. So you can like, I post like 35 groups at a time. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Yep.
I didn't realize that there were that many Facebook groups that did Pokemon selling. So so you just ship things to everyone, or is it mostly
Pretty
local?
much. Well, I mean, I do local stuff when I can, but I for sure just mail shit to everybody.
Uh-huh.
But I mean, when people buy stuff though, I actually don't even list any of like the real small stuff. I just put that all in the lot and sell it to people in lots.
Uh-huh.
Like I'll like end up with a bunch of cards just from card shows, and I'll put everything in like tiers. And I'll tiers in like, will this move fast for me or not? So the stuff that doesn't move fast for me, I'll just lot it up and sell it all at like a percentage, and then I keep like a certain lot for like doing singles and claim sales, and that's what I'll end up selling most of. And it's like cards that are like 100 to 1,000, sometimes more. And then people will just make me offers for those entire lots sometimes. So then I'll end up just selling everything. Right off.
What do you like more? You like selling in person more than you do?
I like the card shows mostly because the interaction is like, you can't beat that.
Right.
I also like the in-person trades are next level. So it's like, to me, that's where the fun is, because you can like, I can look through people's collections and I find cool stuff that I want that I can trade for other cool stuff they want. And then it's like, all right. So that's really, I don't know. That's the fun of it mostly. And then, I get to sell stuff, which is fun. But really, like, since we're trading at like 80% ish or whatever, sometimes less, sometimes more, you're like, the vendor is constantly trading up. So you're compounding. So that's what I'm like super interested in, the aspect of compounding, because it happens so fast. You don't even realize it. And then you end up with a lot of inventory, and like, you don't even realize how much money you actually, I started doing the Excel sheets. So I was able to kind of see where I'm at with everything. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. So vending at card shows is like the key.
Yeah.
To growing your collection exponentially with compounding.
So, where do you see yourself now with being a show runner?
I don't know. Because I think like the possibilities are kind of endless. Especially whenever you make like, the possibilities are endless, because I mean, just connecting with like people that have like their own network, you just never know what can happen.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, like, doing the show with you is kind of like just talking to you over the last couple of weeks. It's kind of opened my mind a little bit, and just a different perspective on like where we can go with this, and how just like you said, like the network. I mean, like, it's what you said about it's a connections era. Well, the first time you're on the podcast, it's something that I definitely take to heart. I mean, like, you never know who you're going to meet and what kind of connection you're going to be able to make with them, and then what opportunities can come from that. I mean, like, it sounds a little clout chasey when I put it like that.
Well, I mean, the thing is, people can open up doors for you, and there's like opportunities and like possibilities that you never would even think of without meeting these people.
Right. I mean, like, I don't think that even if I saw your band on tour, I mean, like, our paths wouldn't have crossed in this kind of way.
No, definitely not.
Honestly, like, I don't think our paths would have like crossed and us had this connection if we didn't meet the second time when you left your iPad at the show.
Oh yeah. I was like, oh hey, I left my iPad on a magnet on the wall.
And I was like, this fucking guy, what the fuck?
Yeah. But I was going to New Jersey like every weekend.
Yeah. Well, when you were like, oh, I'm going to Woodbridge next week, and where I live is actually closer to Woodbridge than even going out to Bridgewater. So I was like, oh yeah, I'll just pick it up for you and bring it to Woodbridge. And I was like, you know what, he's not that bad. He's and
people,
I don't know, there was something about you. I was like, I like you. I mean, like I like most people. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like most people, but there was something about you that I was like, this guy, he's fucking cool. And I liked your work ethic because
I bust my ass.
Yeah, I mean, coming to New Jersey every weekend to sell some cards, that's not easy. I mean, I can't get local people to show up on time when you're coming from 4 hours away. So I was like, all right, there's something to this guy. I was like, so
yeah. I'm like, don't sleep, wake up. Or don't even sleep, just drive.
Yeah. So when I don't even remember the conversation that we had about talking about putting it together a show. But when we talked the other day, you were like, you put it in my head to do a show. And I was like, I don't even remember doing that. I was like, I just talk a lot. I talk a lot, Jesse. I'm sorry. I don't remember.
Charizard. Like, I'm like, what? You're down to do a show? I'm like, that's interesting. I'm like, that'd be kind of cool. Well,
yeah.
I mean, a lot of people do talk about the Death Metal Charizard name to me, like on the Whatnot community. People will do raids on my stream just because of the name. You know, like, oh, I just saw the name. I thought it was cool. And I'm like, sick. There's like a bunch of people here now.
Yeah. So, like, I mean, like it's your brand. I mean, like it stuck out to me when I think that when we were talking about the Death Metal Charizard show, you were saying that you wanted to try and get marry actual like playing music and a card show. And I don't see how that could possibly happen, especially now that you've experienced a stage at a card show with. Yeah. Well, that was my concern. That if there's like music and it's loud, then how can you make a deal? But
I could see something like okay, there's a card show, and then there's a band playing that, and there's a trade night. You know what I mean? So that way, like, you know, people can sit outside or indoors somewhere, like some like space, and do trades and watch the bands if they want to as well.
Yeah, I have a guy. There's a guy that comes into the store pretty frequently that comes to the shows. That his band is. He says it's like lo-fi video game music.
Like so if it's there for like background noise, and it's not like in your face, distracting people from making like deals or just communicating with each other, because that's kind of what the card shows are. Then that's where I'm just like, okay, that makes sense. But unless you're like Waka Flocka that demands like some kind of attention, you know, I get that because it's like fucking Waka Flocka,
right?
But like, damn, I don't know. That's a hard one because all I know is that I don't know. You might need like a strong, like, if you were to do something like that, I don't know. It'd have to be like in a different room, like here's a different room, like a venue, and like the show has got to be promoted by itself, you know, like like there's a draw for the show by itself, separate from the card show. You know what I mean? Right. So people have a choice to go from the music room into the fucking card room, and vice versa. You know.
Yeah, I have an idea for something I'm hoping to do early next year with panels and other people, with meet and greets, and also a card show. And I'm wondering how it's going to work if you pull people away from the card show and then do these panels or different meet and greet areas and time. Like, is it going to pull away from the card show, or will people be less interested in doing meet and greet type things if it's not in the same room? I know that there's other card shows that do everything kind of like commingled. And I don't know if I would want to do that just because it's like crowd control. You have to, if there's a line for someone who's like signing autographs or doing a meet and greet, then like all the people that have surrounding tables
That's a hard one.
Right?
Yeah, I mean, sometimes like there's big music festivals and people do this thing where they'll just book the bands at the same time as the other bands.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
And you just have to make a choice. Like, what do I want to do? Like, crap.
Right.
I'm going to watch this band or am I going to watch the other band? And like, I don't know. We've played festivals where our band like played at the same time as two of the biggest bands in that genre, in our genres. I mean, we got lucky, but that's just like one of those things where like, damn, if you don't have a name for yourself and you're like on at the same time as like this, I don't know. You just got to get ready to not have as much business around the times that stuff is going on, because people are going to be focused on the entertainment rather than like the cards being like for the vendor. Like vendors want to make sales, you know what I mean?
Right.
So like, but at the same time, like people are there for the event. So it just depends. Like if you're selling all those things at once, like you know, that's good on you. Really, that kind of thing just benefits like the promoters.
Yeah.
It's fine. But it does like.
I mean, that's us.
Yeah, exactly. So that's what I'm trying to like. I'm trying to bridge the gap in there. Like, you know, I'm also a vendor. So like, how can I book a show that the vendors will be happy with? You know what I mean? Not ever like, I don't want to hear any bullshit.
I'm trying. I'm trying to be someone that's good for the vendors. I mean, I try my best to do, but it's really hard to make everyone happy.
Exactly. So that's one of those things where like, if you're adding that aspect of it, like someone is gonna be not happy about it, but other people it's at that point it's more about like the consumer, like the fan that's coming to the show. Like, who's this?
Right.
Is this for the vendors that pay most of your bill, or is it going to be for the people that like come to pay the vendors? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, well, this is where the promotion comes in too. I mean, like, I think that a lot of people don't realize that the table price and that is calculated, or the promotion and the advertising costs and all that's built into your table price. So it's not just I'm paying for the space, you're paying for the advertising, you're paying for the, you know, the amount of people that come in, like New Jersey TCG show. Right. Like well, that's the other thing too. Like the tables that you and your guys, they all had at the last New Jersey TCG show that you guys had, those are a little more expensive.
Real estate.
Right. They're expensive. Those tables are expensive, but they're hot tables, right? You cannot leave or come into that show without stopping at those tables, or at least seeing those tables.
Volume.
Right.
That was
but
overwhelming.
Also,
I was like,
the
holy
tables
shit.
At the New Jersey shows are a little expensive, but also I feel like I put a lot into them. And plus it's also
I'm like happily like 120, nothing, 150, nothing. In New Jersey, I get it, because it's like, especially like your shows, because it's like people do go like ready to buy stuff, and I don't think it don't even matter where you're at really there, because
no bad spots. I tell people all the time, no bad spots, only bad attitudes.
When you first told me, I was like, like I was like, it would suck to just hear it all day. Like, I'm gonna go look around at all the tables, and then I'll come.
The first show that you had with me, you were in I don't know, was that a good spot? You were happy.
I was like, to other vendors, people might say that's not the best spot, but that was sick. It was sick. Yeah, there's no.
The spot that you had the first show?
Yeah, it was dope. I mean,
well, you were right by the window. You were right by a door.
It was like I said, it just feels like it doesn't matter where I was at there, because like people were just, I don't know. Same thing goes for like the LITCG like shows in Long Island. Like it's like one of those things where it kind of doesn't matter where you're at, because people will just they'll find their way to you, and if you're like interesting enough, like I straight up call people like, hey, I'm like, hey, I'll stop them, when they're walking by. I'll be like, hey, what you got in that binder? I'm like, hey, what's in
Yeah,
that
I mean,
backpack?
I think a lot of it has to do with your personality too. I mean, like people, you've grown your brand a little more now since the first time I met you, like back in December. So I think that brings to it. And then you're also like, huh, what you got in a binder? Or you go, Death Metal Charizard, making a video. So,
I've been
but
introducing myself as Jess though, instead of saying Death Metal Charizard first. And I think that's not good. I have to switch it back.
Well, do you think I should introduce myself as New Jersey TCG Show? Be like, hi, I'm the New Jersey TCG Show.
It's me, NJTCG.
Rob and I were in the grocery store earlier today, and someone recognized him while we were in the grocery store. It was
nice.
It was funny. It was like the guy at the deli counter. They were like, oh, you look like that guy that works at the store. And he was like, oh, yeah, that's my store. He's like, GameStop.
They're like, I've seen a store that looks just like yours somewhere.
He's like, oh, you work at GameStop. And Rob was like, oh, no, I'm RNG Games. He's like, oh, huh.
Are you Ring Games? No, I didn't want to say that.
Well, everyone wants to know what RNG stands for.
What does it stand for?
Random number generator. Yeah, everyone thinks it's Rob and someone. And I'm like, no.
Random number generator games?
Random number generator, because it's a gaming term, right?
Yeah.
So he now, 4 years later, he's like, I really didn't think about it when I was naming my store. Didn't think it was going to blow up the way it did.
It's got a ring to it, though.
RNG Games with a Z. And I was like, it's like 90s nostalgia with a Z at the end.
Hits. And he's like slinging bolts.
Shout out to RNG Games. They dropped a new video today. So we'll put it in the description. If you want to check out how to run a game store, RNG Games. He's on all social media, including YouTube.
Yeah, if you want.
I'm riding those coattails. People are like, "Oh, I didn't realize that RNG Games and you were like together." I'm like, "Yeah, we're fully married."
Yeah, that's a crazy ass like brand combo right there.
Yeah, well, it didn't start out that way. It was.
Yeah, that's sick.
Well, look at you and Catalina. Yeah, you're death metal sweethearts.
We're working on it. Look, Katie's doing the bulk right now.
Oh, nice. Oh my goodness. So what did she do? She's been working some shows without you?
Yeah, they do like bulk and like low end stuff. Like pretty much if you're like filling like a master set or if you're like a gamer trying to build your deck.
Oh, are they making like a play set, or not play sets, but like sets from this or bulk lots from the same set?
Literally just organizing all the bulk.
Wow.
That's kind of what that machine does.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, have you seen any of Rob's videos? He just got it. That's what the video is about today. He's talking about he just got a new machine today.
If we just got the machines and I don't know.
Then she'd be out of a job.
Yeah. They could do some other stuff.
Yeah. I mean, like it's like $20,000 for that machine. You got that.
They can start doing the singles that I don't want to do anymore.
We got some love in the chat. Maddie pulls.
Hey.
Jenny's in the chat. Thank you guys.
I hear that.
I haven't been to NJTCG show, but I'm definitely looking forward to continue this venture. We're happy to have you. We got a 2-day show. We got all of our summer shows are up. So we got May's gone. May was 2 weeks ago. June 1st this weekend. June. What'd you say?
I said, let me get y'all's gold stars.
Yes. Come and sell your gold stars to Jesse. We have our June 14th, July 19th and 20th. Jesse won't be there because he's going to be on tour. Oh, he's actually going to be on tour in New Jersey that day. So I'm trying to get him to come to the show.
Oh, I think our show ends the day before New Jersey, the New Jersey show.
Are you sure? Because I thought when I saw your tour dates, you were gonna be playing Starland. I think the 18th or the 19th.
So like on that whole tour, we do half of it. It's the Hatebreed Summer Slaughter tour.
Uh-huh.
And
I'm like, my tour band, my tour is the Summer Splash.
The Summer Splash tour.
On my t-shirts, my summer tour t-shirts say the Summer Splash. So your Summer Slaughter,
Splash,
and mine is a little more sunshine.
Summer Slaughter. Sometimes people will hate on it and call it the Summer's Laughter tour.
Hatebreed and Escuela Grind, and who else is on the tour?
Fugitive and Fugitive from Dallas, Texas, and then who else? Oh, Gridiron and Malevolence from UK.
Wow.
Just a bunch of metal bands screaming their heart out in like 2,000 cap rooms, 4,000 cap rooms.
Wow.
Yeah, but I don't think that part of the tour is not going to hit. It's going to be in New Jersey, but we're not playing those dates. Our part is in Sayreville, so that's the second half of the tour. We're not on it.
Okay. All right, so you'll be there for July 19th and 20th.
Maybe. I'm trying. I'll see. I'm going to try. I'll talk about it. Let's see if I can get everyone to come with me or something.
Well, Gomez already booked some tables, so.
Oh, he did? Nice.
Yeah. And then we have August 24th, but Katarina informed me that you guys were going to be gone.
Again, yeah, in Europe. So I think after that, I don't know. Our band is, just staying busy, I guess.
Well, you have to choose.
I have to choose.
It's Sophie's choice over here. Do you want to grow as a TCG show, or do you want to be a rock star? Do you want to be a touring musician, or do you want to be a show promoter?
Well, that's why networking is great. So
yeah, you're like, Marilyn, you could run the show. I'm going on tour. I'm really excited about this venue. I hope it's a beautiful venue. I hope it works out. I hope it's great because I really want to book it again for August. I want to August, September, November. I have some holes I got to fill. So we got to.
I stopped by some of these card shops here, and like one of the card shops, he stole the poster from a different place because we couldn't get to him because his shop was closed.
Ah, you put the poster.
Yeah, in the poster up. Yeah, in the shop.
Oh, nice.
Apparently, there's like multiple Pokemon clubs out in town. The towns over here, and they're all talking about it, and it's like
nice.
Yeah, there's definitely
some free tickets. Give you some free tickets to give out.
That's true. It's not a bad idea. Well,
now it's too late. So
it's untapped. Over here is untapped. So that's gonna be sweet.
Yeah. So, and this is the biggest area of the outlet mall that they have available. So once we sell out of these tables, that's it. You can't get any more.
No more tables.
So hopefully, we have a lot of people coming from New Jersey.
One ever.
Yeah. So it's a possibility if we have it again that these people from New Jersey might not come and travel. So maybe we can get some more local vendors. We'll see. Bring your friends.
Weekend too. Saturday,
we could do a whole weekend.
Saturday, Sunday with minimal tables so that you can actually get some sales, right? Because 66 tables.
No, I think that's going to be a great number. 66, like, the mark of the beast.
Mark of the beast, 666. Yeah. That's how many Death Rivals booster boxes I got, or booster packs I got from that.
66?
66.
See, I think that might be the lucky number.
And it cost me $420.
$420? Whoa, look at you. Blaze it.
Yeah, brother.
This is wild. This is the most unhinged podcast that we had. You're just like moving around.
I'm just like back and forth. That's what I do in
What?
the house here. Like I'm like a boarded dog, just walking back and forth, pacing. That's what it is. That's why I get to these card shows early.
Oh, because you're like, you got to get out of the house.
I'm like, what's the next move? That's like on tour. That's how we are. What's the next move? All right, we're done here. All right, what's the next move?
When you're on tour, do you leave that night or do you stay for the night and leave in the morning?
It depends. Like if we have a day off and we don't have to drive very far, sometimes we'll stay. But every time we leave, like at the end of the night, pack up into the van, we go to our bunks, off to the next place. And we go to Planet Fitness, so we pull up to Planet Fitness because they have like showers and stuff. And like some of our band members will use the gym in the mornings. So that's like our hotel outside our van.
Wow.
Yeah, that's crazy life to live. We got one Airbnb on the last tour the whole time.
Where you're like luxury. This is living.
It was a nice Airbnb. But most of the time we slept in the van because we don't tour as much anymore. So like we would tour for like a month or month and a half, and we'd be like, yeah, we're gonna get lots of Airbnbs and hotels and stuff because there's like lots of opportunities to make money. But the tours are shorter now, so we're just like taking it easy, saving the money.
You got to get some merch. Do you have any Death Metal Charizard merch?
Yeah, we have. Oh yeah, we did the collaboration with my band. Where it's,
really?
Yeah, and there's a big Death Metal Charizard logo on the back.
Wow. Do you sell them at the shows?
Sometimes I take them to shows, but people buy them online.
Huh.
So we sold
seen
out
them.
our pre-order. So we have to, and we take some on tour with us. So we sell a shit ton on tour. So there's a bunch of Death Metal Charizard logos on people's backs right now, all over the US.
That's awesome.
But yeah, Maddie, I mean, if you want to do collab, I'll do a Death Metal T-shirt for you. Yeah, with Death Metal Charizard. Let's go.
So now whenever anyone comes into the store wearing like the Death Metal like the font, I'm like, oh, see, there's
if you wear your
there's a method. Because you told me about the Death Metal font, that the reason why people do that is so you could read it. See, I'm like, what does that say? Because I have old eyes.
Yeah, like imagine if you're just like walking in like a random place and somebody just recognizes the logo and they're just like, oh, that's Death Metal Charizard. Let's tie it. And they'd be like, oh, huh? So it just makes you like more, it just puts you in the know, you know what I mean? Instead of it being so easily accessible.
Right.
So like cult.
Join our cult, the TCG show / Death Metal Charizard cult.
It's cult shit. You have to be in the know because it's got
right?
there's so much lore already. Like the freaking fake Pikachu lore.
Oh, true. When you met up with that guy and like and it was just like everyone was like, "Oh, that's okay." I was like, "What?"
Shrouded in mystery. No, I'm just kidding.
No, that guy. So the guy who was like a cop, he's like, my wife's a cop.
Yeah, but he's at card shows now.
Yeah, well, you vouched for him. Meanwhile, I'm like, he knew. He knew. I want to talk more about that. The guy knew,
and that's important. He's still. If people are fucking up, I guess that's kind of lucky in this community because, people are like, well, he learned his lesson. Just watch it. Keep an eye out.
Yeah. Well, I guess you don't try that again. I mean, like I don't know. I mean, once there's a rival video out, it gets complicated.
I mean, that dude made a video on some other guy that I knew from the community over there, and
oh, really?
He was pretty nice guy. I don't know. I'm just like, sheesh. And then there's that other dude that like did the reseal. I saw him at the TCG show, and I said, "What's up?"
Yeah.
I was like, I bet you
We're
don't
all
got any
people,
silver.
right? We're all people.
He had a crazy black label Pikachu, you know? People are gonna, if you have crazy cards, people will buy them from you.
Right.
I'm just saying. Even if you're a reseller, I guess.
So Potato Pulls and Maddie Pulls TCG in the chat want to know how to get tables. If you want tables to the show that we're having this weekend, it is completely sold out. But hopefully we're going to have more shows coming up in this soon in the premium outlets and the League premium outlets, or possibly some other premium outlets near you.
We'll do it on the weekends, so you have double the opportunity.
But if you're looking for a New Jersey TCG show, there's a link in my link tree on Instagram, and I still have tables available for July and August. But it's really important to get on them quickly because they sell out. If most of my shows sell out like 2-3 months in advance. So
that On Treasure app is a pretty good source for finding card shows too. Like,
yeah,
even if those ones are sold out, you probably try and hop on some other ones or something.
Are you promoting other shows now? I think you're promoting.
Like, hey, it's like a little bit of insight. You know what I mean?
Yeah. They have a calendar. It's a pretty big network of card shows that they support. The app is called On Treasure, or you can look on my on either one of our Instagrams. We have links to our the show on Instagram, and then it'll bring you to the On Treasure app.
Sometimes the more shows, the better, because it's like that much promotion for the same thing. It's like it just gets the whole community out there. Yeah,
I mean, like the more people that go to any show, the better it is for me, because then they're looking for my show.
They're looking for it.
Yeah, like and every show, I don't ever think of like a show as like someone who's competing with me, because I think my show has a different personality than any other show.
Yeah, every show's got its own branding.
My show in Somerset is completely different from the show in Bridgewater. I think that they're two different personalities, kind of two different audiences. We have a lot of the same people go to both, but I think it's a different vibe at each of the shows.
Yeah, I got a feeling like the one this weekend is going to be very like family oriented.
Yeah.
So I guess that's what I'm preparing for, and like all the random collectors. Wow. Yeah. Like there's like the shows out in Albany that they suck for like selling, but they're great for buying.
Oh, really? Why?
I don't know. People just don't go to buy things there. They go to sell stuff in certain spots in Albany. I've done better with just buying crazy stuff in Albany. That's normally what happens. I sell stuff there too, just randomly, and it does happen. Like most of the money I make from those shows end up being from like the bigger money ends up being from like the vendors.
Oh, really?
Stuff for me, yeah. And the vendors don't even haggle that much as like other places. The vendors will just pay for it because some of the vendors there have just like means of selling cards above market, so they'll just say fuck it. And
how do you feel about the shows that are like really vendor heavy, that it's a lot of like vendors selling to other vendors without a lot of like organic foot traffic? Do you like those shows?
I think that's like if there's no one there to buy the stuff from you, then you literally just have each other. So
right.
So at that point, like the vendor trades are pretty sick because all the vendors get their stuff at a certain percentage. I mean, you know, like some of the New Jersey guys, they don't care about you being a vendor. So the vendor trades aren't like the same over there, rather than like over here in Massachusetts, where like everybody will do like 100% trade on everything.
Damn.
Oh yeah.
So
how does
it go? Like if you have a vendor badge, is that how, are you like, hey, I'm vending, give me a discount, give me a percentage? Like, how does that usually work?
Where?
I pay whatever the sticker is, because I usually don't ask for a fun or a discount. Because I just, that's how I am. I pay whatever the sticker says. I don't know how to
That's awesome.
haggle. I'm not a haggler.
I love that. I'm like, yes, please. I mean, I guess it just depends on where you're at. People do pay the sticker price. But as far as like, what do you mean, like haggling? I don't know. I lost the question.
No, like with other vendors. How do you know they're a vendor? Like I know my show, they have a vendor.
Sometimes you don't know. Sometimes you don't know. But all you can do is just throw, take your shot.
You're like, hey, I'll buy this at 70%.
Sometimes they can do it, like if someone came up to me and was like, well, if someone's just trying to buy like a few cards and tries to offer me like something like that, I'd say, go offer someone else that. Or, I mean, I don't know. Like I told you, I sold my whole thing for like 85%.
Right.
So if someone came up to me and offered, hey, I'll give you 85% on all this, I would be like, yeah, sure, fuck it, take it. Get the shit out of my face. Like, it's like, I don't have to do much work for that. And I don't know. But a lot of times, you can just see the vendors. I don't know. You can see them at their tables a lot of times.
Right. Right.
The vendor badges are good. That's nice to have because sometimes they're like vendors will come up and try. I'll just be like, no, 70%, bro. Come what I buy from them. And I don't know their vendors.
Yeah.
And I feel bad because it's like, damn, you paid to have the table just like me. You know what I mean? So like, I don't know. It is important to take care of the vendors for sure because I don't know. I don't know how much trouble it took for that person to get there like it does for me. It's hard to get.
Just ask me. I'd be like, Maryland, are they local?
Yeah, are they local? Yeah. I
mean, you gotta ask for their phone number first.
New Jersey people have access to a lot of stuff, so it's like unlike here where like there's not much access to stuff, so people will just take whatever. But like there, like if I try and like sell modern to someone like some of the vendors, they'll kind of be like, get that shit out of my face.
Wow.
Yeah, but like, oh damn. I was like, I'm like, it's just dipping right now, dude. It's the perfect time to buy it.
It's like the stock market, right? You got to buy when it's low.
Yeah, but most people buy stuff when it's on the way up. So I think that's a strange little behavioral dynamic, but that's how like that's how fucking FOMO works.
Right.
Yeah.
So how do you think you're going to run your show differently to make it more palatable for the vendors?
Oh, I don't know. I think
no rules.
I think it's just like how kind of how you do it. You just kind of make sure people are at their tables, and I mean, really, like the stuff just happens. People want to make money and stuff. They hang out at their tables. I mean,
I don't care if someone's not at their table. I just need them to be at their like set up and like there on time. Like you could do whatever you want once we open the door. But
yeah, exactly.
I don't want to show someone where their table is at 9:30. It's not.
Like sometimes like having music out. I like how like at the Best Flippin' show there's like fun music playing pretty much a lot of the time. And it's not super loud, so it's not distracting. It's in the background, but also like when there's just an ambience, like a white noise of people just talking. You just hear a crowd. So I don't know. Either way, it's stimulating. It's like being in like a womb. I don't know.
You're like, I just need a white noise machine going on in the background while I'm.
Like, yeah, just people talking. I don't know. I think that's just what it's gonna be. Just people talking, having conversations, just communicating. The communication's key.
Yeah,
so, and it's gonna be like people from New Jersey, Boston area, like Albany. So I think it's gonna be cool for like that aspect of it. That people are gonna just meet each other and they're gonna talk. They're just gonna be the communication aspect of everybody from the different regions coming together.
Yeah, I think it'll be nice for networking.
I think it's going to be like a huge thing for the vendors to just be able to like be in the same space.
Yeah, for
And
sure.
it's like it's not so big, and like the way the tables are set up, they're kind of like facing all the vendors. It kind of like everyone's kind of looking at each other, and
Right.
uh, I made some pretty good friends at all the card shows I've been at, you know. So it's like just being in like the same vicinity as other vendors, I end up like becoming friends with them. Just
Yeah,
I
for
don't know,
sure.
just vibing. Literally, it's all it is
We're
people
just
just
gonna be there
vibing.
vibing.
That's literally all it is. Is come through and vibe, and worst comes to worst, you have each other. You know,
Right.
some really sick ass
And
vendors that are going to be there. So
right. And then you could
I'm
all know you, and it'll be easier for you to get tables at New Jersey TCG show. Because you're gonna
you know the
come and you're
last
like, hey, I did that Lee, Massachusetts show with you, and I say, oh shit, come on down.
and like the best deal I made at that LITCG show was with a vendor. You know, like I got that Latios and Latios GX. And we just did straight trade on some stuff in cash, and it
Wow.
worked. And it, like for the vendors, that works out the best because most of the vendors buy that stuff at a percentage, anyways.
Right.
So like doing stuff at market is like really like for you, for whoever, it's like subjective to the vendor. So you're still getting like the best deals that way. So I don't know. Good shit.
Do you
um,
prefer a bigger show over like a smaller show? Like, have you done many like really small shows, like 20 tables, 30 tables?
I've done like the 30 table ones. Those are pretty cool. Again, like I do think like a lot, if you have a good amount of vendors, there's a lot more promotion because everyone's like posting about it.
Yeah.
So like a lot of the vendors do have their own following. Like I know that when I go to certain places, certain regions, when I post, like I know I see the people that like the posts and that read my stories, and those are people I know that I'm gonna see there every time.
Right.
So like with that said, like you know, it is good to have a bunch of vendors because they promote. You know what I mean? It's just like having bands. Like every vendor is like their own band,
Right.
and these card shows are like festivals, and you have like X amount of bands playing, and that's what happens. Like the bands are just promoting their T-shirts, and
Right.
so like instead of promoting your art, you're just promoting your brand, and everyone's selling the same thing. It's like your style of card selection is what sells, and your branding, like your personality.
What do you do to brand? Do you I mean besides being like Death Metal Charizard? I mean like
I don't. I suck at. I
do you
suck
have
at marketing.
you don't have stickers, you don't have you don't really do too much content, right? I mean,
I kind of do
even though
some
I
content.
feel like you really should.
Yeah, for sure. That's what people tell me. I don't have a. I. I'm not the best at the branding just yet. Like I'm good with word of mouth,
Uh-huh.
which is like what I've been like driving on mostly, and I'm you know, I'm doing the card show obviously with you, so that's like part of the branding. But yeah, as far as like, I don't have any tablecloths, and I did have some business cards, but they go so fast, and I don't
Right.
refill them. Also, like I had to change my Instagram, so like, so I'm like I was kind of waiting to see if I was gonna get disabled again,
Oh my
which was
God.
fine. So I'm gonna have to just make some new stuff with like the new social media stuff. But like I said, I was gonna send you that sticker art. that that sometimes I think that's all I need. But like I definitely need like tablecloths and like a sign with the brand that says you know XYZ. I'm buying, selling, trading. I think that helps
Yeah, I think that having a QR code that goes to your Instagram, that's really helpful.
instantly. Yeah, exactly. So I don't have any
So
of that stuff. So when I had like the when I had the QR code out there before, I was definitely getting like a lot more followers from that. And most of the time, like every buyer will follow you, you know. So then you have someone that's a buyer, but
right.
you have followers that are also buyers, and it's not just like random social media accounts like following you.
Right.
It's like they have a purpose for being there. Like they want to
Right.
be there so they can buy cards from you or just watch your content. But yeah, you're right. I'm slacking on the content. I know that when I'm able to, I drop some stuff, but I need to do the vendor POVs, and I don't know. I don't know what else. I'm just not savvy with that kind of thing, I guess.
Yeah, but like once you do, the things pop off. You just keep on posting, right?
Yeah, just got to keep doing it. Yeah,
I'm
no,
entertained. Whenever you do anything in front of a camera, I'm entertained. I mean, like you could be just like eating beer tacos, and I was like, oh yeah, that's cool.
I'm like Death Metal Charizard eating beer.
You getting good tacos up by you, or could we get some tacos on Saturday or Sunday?
I mean,
or no good tacos.
Nah.
There's no good tacos. What do you eat? Like Papa John's? What is there to eat up there?
I'll eat some tacos at the street from here, but they're not like the best. They're not Viva Birria in Passaic, New Jersey.
You go all the way to Passaic or Patterson?
Yeah,
Do you go to Patterson or Passaic?
Passaic. On the way back from the New Jersey shows, I always stop at Viva Birria.
Yeah, I'm glad that you didn't go to the one in the strip mall by the show. It was not good.
That other spot that I'm talking about is where it's at. It's good, and it's like hefty. Damn, it's good. But
maybe I should stop on the way up on Saturday. I'm like, no, if it's on the way.
There's a spot that sells birria up the street from the premium outlets. It's not my favorite though, but if I absolutely need some, I'll go there. I don't know. There's in the Salvadorian spot up here that does them better than that spot though.
Really?
Yeah. Except
that's like counterintuitive.
And they serve them with black beans though, instead of like the refried beans that normally they come with. But
interesting.
If I'm gonna suggest a food spot over there, I don't know. Where's a good spot over by Lee Premium Outlets, Katrina? Oh yeah, I'm honestly.
They got any Ann's pretzels over there?
Well, there's like a strip of stores like that's up the street, and it's like a bunch of little restaurants. So like, it is like pretty quaint town. It's kind of nice to visit. Actually, there are like a bunch of little spots. I guess I can make a map for it, but it's like 3 or 4 minutes up the road from the premium outlets. And there's like a comic book shop with Pokemon stuff there. That's the guy. He's going to be showing up to buy some stuff, but he's really excited about it. I don't know. There's definitely people super stoked about it over here. So they're like, I can't believe this is happening over here. We needed this. So the area needs it. The area needs this type of thing for sure.
Yeah.
No doubt about
it. Giving the people what they want.
Yeah, what they need. There's not that many card shops out here. And there's definitely card shops with Destin rivals up the street. I don't think enough people know about it.
Well, I guess that's good. It's your secret.
It's my secret. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, DMC NJTCG right there.
That's right. All right, Jesse. Oh, I did it.
Hey, that's close.
I'll never be able to do it again. I'll never be able to do it again. All right, Jesse. Thank you so much. Thank you for doing the show with me. I'm very excited. I'll see you on Saturday. All right. Thank you.
Thank you.